Hi Sagittarius, this is your reading with me for Twin Flames, November 2020. So we're going to see what is coming through. Just before I get started, I am going to mention as well, if you would like to win a free reading with me, do check out the description box below, since I do a giveaway every single month. If you would like to purchase a private paid reading, they are done within 24 to 48 hours. So definitely do check those out as well. All the information is in the description box below, and also if you would like to check out any of my, sorry, I'm just like adjusting my chair. I always have so many things on my chair. Does anyone else do that? They just put like, you know, a million different cardigans and sweaters on their chair. That's literally me. So yeah, I've got here the Love, Soulmate, Twin Flame and Singles bracelets as well. Those are on my Etsy store, which is an intention store that also has pom-poms, tassels, embroidered cards which you can put under your pillow, wallet or your purse, anklets, bracelets, necklaces, crystals, teas, so much stuff on there. So definitely do check it out for different areas of your life. For example, you know, yes, there are twin flame items. There's also evil eye, protection, health and happiness, confidence, career related items as well. So do check those out. Okay, Sagittarius, I'm going to do a row for you, a row for them, and a row for the outcome, as well as choosing an oracle card. So for you, we've got here the Ace of Swords, Clarity. Oh my god, that song, Clarity, right? Is it called Clarity? It's by Zed. If our love is a tragedy, why are you my clarity? Something like that. It goes something like that. That sentence might really resonate with some of you. If our love is a tragedy, why are you my clarity? Well, the Ace of Swords here shows some form of clarity, and this is coming to you. See? Queen of Wands, there you are. Whether you're male or female, always read energies in tarot, not specifically genders, because, you know, tarot in a way is very genderless, but it's about the energies as well. And even though you have, yes, you know, the feminine, the masculine, we all actually have certain amounts of feminine and masculine within us as well. So it's just something to keep in mind, is that the energies really are you know, sort of based on that. And what do we have? The Nine of Wands with the Eight of Wands. Okay, here's what's happening. You're really starting to question many things in this particular connection. And I will be honest, I think that, you know, a lot of people do question twin flame connections. A lot of people do feel like, oh, is this, because, you know, the thing is, I'm not gonna lie. A twin flame connection can sometimes feel quite toxic. It can feel like, is this actually how love is supposed to be? Because if you look at the first stages of, like, if you look at the stages of a twin flame connection and you look at the stages of narcissistic abuse, for example, the stages are very similar. Very similar. So it is very difficult to distinguish a twin flame connection from a false twin flame connection. So I see a lot of you here being very suspicious, and you trying to find out and figure out whether this is a real twin flame connection or whether it's a false twin flame scenario. I feel like a lot of you are going to have clarity because you'll find your answers. Okay, you will find your answer. That's what I see here. So the most important thing here to realize is that you must also consult your gut. Twin flame connections are supposed to be connections where the communication is just so, you know, there's just this immense click. Also in it, yes, there's, you know, difficult moments, there can be separation and things like that, but twin flame connections, there's a video on Psych2Go's YouTube channel where it says, you know, how can you identify a twin flame. And that video, I think, is really amazing at explaining the signs. So what I will say here is that many of you are trying to figure out whether who you believe is your twin flame is actually your twin flame or not, because there are false twin flames, and yes, you can see signs and synchronicities, but that alone does not necessarily guarantee that it's a twin flame. So the Queen of Wands here is you actually feeling really strong and stable within yourself, thinking, wait a second. So that's really interesting here. I do feel that this person is your twin flame, though. I think that you're going to reach that conclusion. But for some of you, you might be watching this reading and thinking, oh, I'm not really sure. And for those of you, you'll find the answer for yourself in that sense. And this reading may not resonate, obviously, because this person, I do feel, is your twin flame. But for many of you, you might be thinking, okay, yeah, I need to do my own research for sure. So the Nine of Wands here shows a lot of wondering, pondering, contemplating, and thinking. This is also you watching perhaps lots and lots of videos in November. On videos on the topic of twin flames as well, and really trying to figure it all out and realize, you know, is this something that is real or false? Am I really thinking about this person a lot, or is it some form of a trauma bond that has been created through the highs and lows of this connection? I see a lot of you doing a lot of research. The Eight of Wands here is you really trying to put two and two together and really move forward with it. I see here on your side is that you really crave for a marriage, and you really want happiness, you really want joy, you want stability because you feel ready for it, and you don't want someone to be playing games with you or just not being ready. On the side of your actual twin flame, we've got here the Four of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles. Okay, so I can understand why you may at times feel like this person is a false twin flame, because they act really, really unstable. Really, really unstable. Like when I say really, I mean like really unstable. To the point where it confuses you, it frustrates you, it makes you feel upset, angry, sad. Not good. So we've got here the Two of Wands with the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so yeah, Four of Pentacles, like they're just doing their own thing, focusing on their own life. Five of Pentacles, they feel left out, they feel lonely, but are they really coming towards you in November and putting in as much effort as you'd like? It's hard, you know, it's hard. I mean, they might ask you like, hey, do you want to do this? Or hey, do you want to do that? Or give you some kind of communication, but it's not enough to sustain you. And that's why you're wondering, like, is this person really about me? Is this person really my twin flame? For many of you, yes, this person is your twin flame, but they're just in this place where they're not able to put in a lot of effort. They're really trying to find themselves. Two of Wands, discovering things, distractions, for example, looking out into the world, you know, looking at all the things that they have option-wise. For them, Seven of Pentacles, they're trying to really understand themselves. You know, when someone doesn't understand themselves, imagine them trying to understand you. It's a difficult thing to ask for. It's a big call, right? So the Four and the Five of Pentacles here just shows that they're in this place and in this space where they're trying to really figure out themselves. And you might say to yourself, okay, well, if my twin is really lonely, why don't they just come towards me? Because they know that they have me as an option. The thing here is that they know that you want, what is it? Marriage. You want stability, you want security. So they know that if they come towards you, you already have that expectation. It's a really big expectation for them to fill. So that's why I think they hold off a little bit more towards you. And that can make you feel like, oh, well then why are they not coming towards me? Do they think about you? Yes, with that Seven of Pentacles. Do they act towards you? Yes, a little bit. Okay, but they're very slow. Again, Pentacles indicates slow and stuck energy, especially when you've got a lot of Pentacles, especially when you've got the Four of Pentacles, okay? That is very, very stagnant and stationary. Five of Pentacles is them just not feeling good, not feeling ready enough. And the Seven of Pentacles here is them thinking, contemplating, so that keeps them very, very stuck in that sense. Let's have a look at this. Typical, isn't it? Just typical. So many cards. Okay. I just got a bunch of cards that came out. Let me see. This one. Forgive yourself and others. Okay, so that's what we've got on their side. I feel like they also might be having some family issues, interestingly enough, or perhaps their friends are just fed up of the way that they're acting as well. They might be really making themselves a victim here as well in November, so really blaming circumstances and situations, misfortunes in that sense, and really just trying to make themselves the victim here and trying to garner or gain sympathy. And then I really feel towards the end of November, after the Mars retrograde as well, because Mars retrograde really causes a lot of that energy in people, is that they're going to be much more understanding of, the things that they've been through, and it's almost like the universe gives them that wake-up call. So I will say here is that it's almost like they're trying to forgive themselves for some of the things that they've been trying to garner, so they might be trying to garner like sympathy from others and things like that, when actually, you know, a lot of what they do is really caused by themselves, and they might have, you know, a trauma from childhood and things like that that need to be healed. So it's almost like they're forgiving themselves, but also going through that lesson here in November as well, okay, which I think is interesting. I also think it's important on your side as well to forgive yourself, you know, forgive yourself as well. Try not to blame yourself too much for things, and forgive others as well. You know, forgiveness is not to take away what others have done, it's to set yourself free so that it doesn't cause you any more suffering, because the more you hold on to something, the more you're not really forgiving and accepting what has happened. We've got here the outcome, which is the Magician. And we've got the Ace of Wands. And we've got the... Oh, let's just like, and we've got the... So I'm just going to take the top card from this pile. We've got the Eight of Swords and the Four of Wands. Okay, so in your outcome here, you feel this really strong connection towards your twin flame, who at points you might feel is a false twin flame. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. At points you really do think to yourself, like, can this person really be my twin flame? Because it's crazy and there's a lot happening. A lot of repeating numbers I see here. A date that I feel is very relevant is the 11th, because we have got 11/11. So something quite relevant around the 11th is happening, give or take a few days. Okay, just want to say that as well. You've also got the Magician here. The reason I say 11 is not just because you've got the Four of Wands, which is 11/11, but also because you've got the number 1 with the Magician, and also the number 1 with the Ace of Wands. So again, I see 11 there as well. So Magician here is Mercury energy. Mercury goes direct on the 3rd of November. So communication for the rest of the month. This is internal communication and internal dialogue also with yourself. Gets a lot better. You're communicating much better with yourself, right? You're trying to get down to the nitty gritty and trying to get a lot of clarity here. So are they. Okay, so they're really trying to understand themselves. Just remember that the Mars retrograde is a little bit more harsh on them, just because they don't really understand themselves too much as well, and they're trying to garner a lot of sort of sympathy from others and trying to make themselves a victim sometimes as well. So the Ace of Wands here really shows a manifestation of that on their side. This is great though. This shows a lot of understanding from your part as well. You know, that's that Sagittarius energy coming through, where you understand yourself, you know what you want. And also the Eight of Swords here is quite interesting, because it shows that you kind of feel a little bit trapped. You're not sure where this connection is going, but also they feel trapped as well. I would say free yourself. Okay, free yourself. Do things that you love. Take care of yourself. Take care of your energy. Put yourself first. You've got yourself. You're the queen, okay? Whether you're male or female, you are the queen. You've got this amazing energy that I see here, okay? On their side, look, they're still trying to get themselves together. They're still trying to understand themselves. You want stability, you want happiness, you want joy. It comes through here with this Four of Wands. Take care of yourself. But November here really shows a lot of lessons, okay? That's the main thing I see here. Lots and lots of lessons, where essentially it's going to allow your twin to free up themselves, to realize that they can't keep going down this trajectory and this particular path constantly, that they do have to learn and grow from this as well. Okay, so lessons is what I see here. Oh my gosh, look at that. Literally, as I said, lessons. It says here a lesson from your parents. Okay, so what's really interesting is I did mention that they could have some childhood trauma or things like that. So again, I feel like they could be forgiving parents who perhaps, you know, they saw a lot from, and that's what really affected the way that they love and the way that they are mature. Also, this lesson here can be also about forgiving your parents as well, for the way that perhaps, you know, they say actually, you know, that sometimes we are a reflection. The way that we love is a reflection of the things and the patterns that we've seen from our parents. So really, I think forgiving that and also realizing that as well can be very, very significant. But I do feel here that they're learning that a lot of the things that they do is essentially what they have learned from their parents. So that lesson also comes there as well. So they're learning a lot in November, and I feel so are you as well. Okay, so that is your reading. Take care, stay safe, and don't forget to like this video if you liked it. All the information is in the description box below, and do take care as well. Bye.